Welcome to Tiny Kitchen, Big Flavor. Let's make some cookies together. But I want to show you what I'm getting ready to do. I don't know if you can see very well. I'm going to get ready to make some cookies. And I call these cookies, I have to look up because I don't have anywhere to put this thing on. I call these pretty much everything in the covers cookies, because I pretty much use whatever I have. And it looks like it's a lot of stuff, but really it isn't. So I'm going to be using almond flour, oatmeal. I'm going to use a little bit of salt, some nutmeg, baking powder, some cinnamon, although this is not the real cinnamon, let's be honest. I have to get the real one, but anyway. Applesauce, organic applesauce. Oops. Brown sugar. Organic walnuts. Organic unsweetened coconut. This is not what you think. And some grapeseed oil that I keep in here. A little bit of vanilla. And I need a little bit of my Kamut flour. I don't measure anything. I just kind of do it on the fly. That's always the way I've done it. But I'll bring you back in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my Vitamix so I can get it to a flour consistency, and then I'll bring you back because it's going to make too much noise. I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay guys, I'm back. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to try to measure. Keep in mind, I don't hardly ever measure. But I'm going to do my best, okay? So I have here the blended old-fashioned oatmeal. So this is a 2 cup. So I'm going to start with that. Let's see where we go from here. So this is 2 cups going in. Maybe I'll add 3 cups instead of 2. This is a 1 cup right here. Okay, 1 cup. So that's 3 cups of flour, old-fashioned oats. To it, I'm going to add a cup of almond flour. Now you can substitute some of this for rice flour, whatever kind of flour you want to use. I just use what I have. I am going to use Kamut flour because it's what I have. I mainly made this because my husband likes to have these in the morning with his coffee. So roughly about 1 cup and a little bit of almond flour went in. I'm gonna have to take this out because I need to get these through the blender as well, but that's gonna be later. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Is that a little bit? That's a little bit too much. Okay, a little bit of salt. And it went. I put some more back inside because it was a little bit too much. I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg. That looks about right to me. I'm going to add my cinnamon. That looks okay to me too. Uh-oh. You're not able to see. Okay, that looks about a teaspoon, I would say, of cinnamon. As far as the spices, you can add as much or as little as you want. It just depends on your taste buds, what you like. If you don't like the strong taste of cinnamon, then you don't want to add as much. Now, this is 1 tablespoon of baking powder that I'm getting ready to add. And there it goes. Oops. I need to go get my Kamut flour. So I like to add all my dry ingredients and then I'll dump in the wet ingredients. I'll bring you back in a minute. Let me go get the Kamut. So here I have 2 cups of Kamut flour. Keep in mind, Kamut flour and the almond flour tend to be a little bit dry. So you'll probably have to add a little bit more of liquid to it to make it moist. The reason I like to use oats is because it keeps the cookies moist. It's not really like dry and crispy. I like a more moist kind of cookie, if you will. Okay, I need to get this out of here. I'm going to add, before I do that, let me add about, oh good grief, about, boy, I don't know, 1.5 cups, about 2 cups of brown sugar, I think will be good. I don't like my sweets to be extremely sweet, so that's 1. I'm gonna add 1 cup of brown and 1 cup of cane sugar, okay? Hold on a minute. So, okay. Brown sugar, 1 cup going in. Now let me get my cane sugar, because I'm gonna do 2 cups. Okay, let me get the cane sugar. Cane sugar coming up. 1 cup of cane sugar, let's see. Oops. 1 cup of cane sugar coming up. There we go. So that's done. Okay. Oven is already being preheated. All I'm going to do now is stir these dry ingredients really well. And then I'm going to, like I said, get something so that I can put my coconut through the blender. Okay guys, so we have here short of 2 cups of coconut, shredded coconut. I did put it through the Vitamix because the pieces were a little bit too big. So in it goes. Oh my God, I don't think you can even see this. Let's see, can I put you better? See if I can get you, I don't know. So anyway, there it goes. Now I'm gonna stir it again. I'm going to be putting my walnuts and my Vitamix as well. Okay. As far as the nuts go and the coconut, you add as little or as much as your little heart desires. Because some people don't like nuts, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to add it. I like it, so I add it to mine, but I don't want the walnut to overpower my cookie either. These cookies, I don't want to say too much because, you know, I don't want to toot my own horn. They are delicious, I will say, but, you know, like I said, I don't ever measure, so I'm only measuring just for you guys. And I kind of wing it as far as other things are concerned, the consistency, the, you know, the oils and all that. Now I'm gonna add my honey crisp applesauce, organic. How much I add depends on the consistency of the batter itself. And then, oh my gosh, my hands will work, you guys. Oh Lord. Okay, I'm gonna have to put in my little trusty little thing I have under here because I can't open it. Oh my Lord. Come on. Okay, so I would have never gotten it open. I got this little thing underneath my cabinet and it grabs and it opens the stuff for me, makes life so much easier. Okay, so now I'm going to add my applesauce. And as you can see, I added the whole thing. I may have to add a little bit more sugar, to be honest, because my coconut doesn't have any sugar or anything like that. I like to save these because I use them for canning. Saves me a whole bunch of money. Now, I'm going to add some of my vanilla. Oh my God, you guys are not able to see this, I don't think, because of the way this thing is set up. So this is my trusty vanilla that I love. And it goes, whoops, I think I went a little bit crazy with the vanilla, but that's okay. Now I'm going to add my, I gotta take this thing off. grapeseed oil. I know you guys thought this was tequila, but it's not. I just love the vessel it came in. My neighbor, I asked him for it, so he gave it to me, and that's where I keep my my oil. I say about a cup or a half a cup. It just depends, because you're gonna mix this up, and depending on how it look, you're gonna add more of the liquid. And sometimes, if I don't really want to add any more oil, I will add coconut milk, some other type of liquid to get it, you know, moist. I gotta watch my words so people don't start, you know, sending me nasty little messages. Okay, so it's looking good, but I think I'm gonna need a little bit more. And then I'm gonna let it sit here and rest for a little bit before I start. Yeah, it's gonna need a little bit more, because I can tell it's a little bit too dry. And yeah, it's because, like I said, Kamut flour absorbs a lot of the liquid. I don't know why that is, but it has a tendency to be a little bit dry. So when I make bread, it's the same thing happens. So I'm like, okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go ahead and melt some butter and put that in, and then we should be okay to start baking. Because this is all that I'm doing. I was gonna put chocolate chip, but nah, I don't wanna put chocolate chips in here. Let me just get some, a little thing of butter so I can melt it and put it in there, and then we can start to baking. And hopefully they'll turn out like they always turn out. Like I said, I love these. They remind me, don't mind my mess. They remind me of these things that we, back home, called coconete, that they make back home right in the island where I'm from. That's what it reminds me of when I make this. I've never made coconete, but it reminds me of that. Okay, let me get my butter and I'll bring you back in a minute, okay? Okay, guys, so I added a stick of butter, only because I had too many dry ingredients in here. Like I said, the Kamut flour tends to dry everything. And I'm gonna add a little bit more, so you can say we added 2.5 cups of sugar, because I get the feeling it's not gonna be just right. So now what I'm gonna do is mix it together, and then I'm gonna clean up, and then I'm gonna start, you know, baking them. So I already have my oven preheated, 350. So I think that this should be fine, and I'm gonna bring it up so you can see the consistency of this. Hopefully it'll turn out. Like I said, I don't want to add chocolate chip. I just want it to be the coconut and walnuts. So now I'm going to show you what the consistency should look like. So when you get ready to, it almost looks like a muffin kind of consistency, I guess. But I don't know, can you see? I want to show you close. Look at that. Can you see that? See? Yeah, that's what you want. Or that's what I'm looking for anyway. So we're going to get, oh my God, it smells amazing. We're going to get ready to start baking. In the meantime, I'm going to clean this up real quick and I'll bring you back. Just wanted to mention real quick, FYI, after I open my almond flour, my nuts, and things of this nature, I keep them in the refrigerator. I don't keep them in the covers. They just kind of stay fresher. They hold longer. So I put them in the fridge. That's where I keep them once it's opened. Okay, just thought I'd share. Okay, I'll bring you guys. This is just on another subject. It has nothing to do with the baking. But I had to go to Clean Juice and get myself 6 of their juices because I've had a really bad flare-up. I will say They are, for 6 juices, I pay $70, believe it or not. Now, I was so bad yesterday that I thought, well, I'll just order it through Dash. Do you know that those same 6 juices came up to $94? So I said, oh God, no. So I decided to wait, and this morning I took my happy butt over there and picked it up. I will say this. When I have a really bad flare-up, last night I couldn't even sleep. My knees were killing me. It's like they lock and then they pop, and then there's this pain that kind of goes and comes, like goes like this, like throbbing pain. It was horrible. But I will tell you what, that just drinking one of these in the morning and one of these in the evening, it settles my whole, all of that stuff. It just kind of calms it down. So these are all supposed to be organic. So I can see why. And obviously the way things are going today, everything has gone up. I was at the supermarket a couple of weeks ago, and I was getting groceries, and I picked up a bag of dry beans, and I could not believe that they were almost $3 when before they were like $1.25 or something like that. It is insane. So, but when you have issues like I do, and you need relief, this is the way to go. Clean juice, I recommend it highly. It's costly, but it's worth it. Anyway, let me get to baking. So I'm getting ready. I'm not trying for them to look perfect, circle, or any of that. All I want them is to taste good. That's really my whole goal. And I haven't made these in like forever. But you see how easy they come off. They're not really dry, but they're not super, wet either. And like I said, they do stay moist, and that's because of the oatmeal in it. For some reason, the oatmeal and the applesauce help it stay moist. And I love it like that. The one thing with these cookies that you gotta watch out, because boy, you eat one and you cannot stop. Okay, so I'm gonna put my first batch in there. Get my little tester out here, which is my husband, because I don't really eat this stuff just because it's got flour. I put Kamut flour, certain things that my body cannot handle. But I wanted to make it for you guys so you can see, and you can just make it your own. Don't be shy. Don't say, oh no, I don't like that, or I'm not gonna whatever. I can't make it because I really don't like, almond flour. Well, put another kind of flour in there. You can make it with chickpea flour. I mean, there's so much. That's enough. I'm gonna put it in now on 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. It just depends. The first batch, you gotta kind of look at it, and I'll bring you back in a minute. Hey guys, so we have about less than 3 minutes to go. So let's check out our cookies. Oh my God, they're looking marvelous, but they're gonna have to be there a little bit longer than that. So I'm gonna go ahead and up this to 8 more minutes. And normally that's what happens. My first batch takes a little bit longer. And maybe what I should have done this option instead of just a bake. Convert option. Uh-oh. Did I do that right? Okay. So we're going to try that because for some reason that setting kind of cooks it a little bit faster. The fans in the back start going, so we'll see. I'll bring you back. Supposed to be done, so let's have a look. I love the way they look. I like mine a little bit brown. And I think I need to pick this up a little bit, but I will show you anyway. Look at how beautiful. I mean, they're a little bit on the pale side, but if you want them to be a little bit darker, just kind of put it on broil for keep an eye on it. Don't just walk away. But This is exactly what I was going for. I am so happy that they turned out. Hey guys, so there you have it. These are it. They look amazing. I will say that the other half a cup or extra sugar that I added was not necessary. I find them to be a little bit too sweet, so keep that in mind if you're going to make these. They are, I mean, this one got a little bit too well done. Let me see. Yeah, too well done. But that's because I forgot about them. But just keep an eye on them. They look amazing. And I think that you should probably give it a try. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Awesome day. And guys, I wanted to tell you that So Shantel is back on the wagon here. She's back on YouTube after being away for almost a year. I think a year, yeah. She's been away. She started her channel and then she had to stop because of work and blah, blah, blah. But she's back, and you guys, you got to watch her channel. She's got a, she calls him George Tesla. That's it, a Tesla car. You've got to see it. I almost peed on my pants watching it. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. And head on over to So Shantel and give her your love and support. Thank you.